What's going on, people? What is going on? As you see, I am the Thunder God of the Atlanta Falcon fan base, and we are bringing to you the six-man combo. Welcome, all Earthworm Warriors, as I am the six-man K-Styles. And as you see,
the madman here to rescue you guys from the dark realm of fake fandom.
Yeah. As you already know, that is the mad scientist himself, Mad Mike Sports. As we already know, man, as y'all already know, as we do it here, we bring it in with the radio voice for the intro. 3, 2, 1. Bow! Thought we doing something a little different today. Boy. Wasn't nobody.
Hey, they're like, bro, what is up with y'all, bro?
Yeah, we got the. Hey, look. We got the our number one troll in here talking shit. So you know we doing something good. So we take it today. Hey, man, as you already know, man, we got
maybe once in a while.
We gonna come in here, man. We gonna be giving y'all that them 3 special words for the people. What you got for the 3 special words, Mike? What do we tell them? We gonna get roll call. Holla. And today's roll call comes through with it. It is Joseph Thornton. We got Tim Sports and Gaming. We got Pat Norris. We got the professor in the building, Noah Tyndale, YMOF Jamal, ATL Leo, Hucklebuck 71. Like I said, the number one troll on our show tonight, Tat McKinley. The motherfucker still ain't cut them dreads, so we ain't worried about you right now.
Wow.
We got Rakondo in here. We got Atlanta Nation, King Quest. We got Cookie by Nature. We got Devontae in the building, Pancho Villa. Hey, man. Hey, man, yeah, that took everybody off guard.
Shit. Hey, we gotta switch it up. I told y'all, but you never know.
Bobby Boys on 3. Appreciate you joining in. All sponsored by High Quality H2O.
High quality.
Man, let's go ahead and get into it, Mike, man. What?
Man, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. How you think we should start it? Do you think we should start it off with I do want to kind of start it off with this one particular post that I saw. Let me make sure that this was it. I didn't put it in order. As we already know, they did the interview with Grady Jarrett, and as everybody know how Grady Jarrett feels, he feels like this, and this has kind of been like the main theme that we've been hearing about Arthur Smith is saying, like, this is a group of guys with a chip on their shoulder. And Grady Jarrett had a lot of good things to say about it, as far as he's excited to be here for the next few years to see these guys with these chip on the shoulder and help be that leader, help be that face on that defense. Not only just defense, but just the team in general, because we don't have too many of those leaders. But it was something very interesting that was said. I think they did an interview with Dean Pease. And hold on, let me make sure. And let me go ahead and bring this down right quick. But this was like a little snippet of what he said as Dean Pease was talking about Grady Jarrett. And this is what he said, and this was by Justin Fielder, tweeted by Justin Fielder from Fox 5. Dean P said, I really hope that he has an opportunity to be a Falcon forever. Dean P's literally compared Grady Jarrett's importance to the Falcons as what Ray Lewis was to the Ravens. Mike, how do you feel about a comment like that? Like what does that tell you? On how Dean P's really feel about the importance of Grady Jarrett?
That doesn't surprise me one bit. If you know who his father is, you shouldn't be surprised at all, to be honest. Like I said, as far as like Grady Jarrett is concerned, he's considered one of the, the best defensive tackles in the league today. You look at how he conducts himself on the field, how he was perceived coming out of Clemson. He was a leader at Clemson, and he is the personification of exactly what Arthur Smith wants. He doesn't want a lot of guys that's going to be running their damn mouth, talking about, I need playing time. You got to earn your playing time. You got to work hard, and you got to grind. You have to not give up. So it doesn't surprise me at all when he compared him to a Ray Lewis, because, like I said, Ray Lewis, his father, Jesse the Hammer Tuggle, those guys have been outstanding leaders. To be honest, man, it's an honor to be honest to get that high praise from Dean Pease. For a guy like Ray Lewis, bro, that's an honor.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, but as far as like you said, even though as what we talk about with Grady Jarrett, as far as like his sack numbers and how they don't really look, it just kind of shows you that Dean P's he's looking deeper into what Grady brings to this team more so than what even the average fan will look at.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want Grady to get more sacks? Yes. But there's a whole lot of intangibles that he brings to this team that would, and I can guarantee you that Grady Jarrett extension came exactly from DP. Like, no, bring this motherfucker back. And he probably said it in that and that words too.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, it doesn't surprise me. I don't think there's a better person, to be honest. Like I'm gonna say this: if I'm starting the defense, 2 defensive tackles that I'm starting with, Aaron Donald and Grady Jarrett. You ain't got a chance in hell if you're offensive line. I don't give a damn who the edges are. I'm starting my defense with Grady Jarrett and Aaron Donald. I got everything that I need right there.
Right.
Both of those guys are relentless.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give up. They give their all, and they got one more thing in common. They got something in common. They've been trained by the GOAT himself.
Who? Is he a doctor? Who?
He is.
Who? He's a doctor?
Dr. Rush. Dr. Rush. Yeah, Dr. Rush himself.
What?
Yeah. Absolutely. So they got the stamp of approval. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, I'm starting my team, my defensive line with those 2 picks right off the bat. I guarantee your interior line is going to be praying to Jesus, to Allah, to Satan, to the elder gods. They're going to be praying to everybody. Okay, they're going to be praying to everybody to get them up off of them. I promise you that. Like I said, I don't give a damn who the edges are. It can be damn Stephen Means. I guarantee you get more than 30 sacks. I guarantee you get 30 sacks from both of those guys with Grady Jarrett and Aaron Donald sitting side by side. I don't give a damn what all y'all talking about. Y'all can eat up, you know what, if you gonna think Grady Jarrett is the second best down defensive tackle in the league. Period, point blank. The hell with Chris Jones, the hell with Kenny Clark, the hell with Jeffrey Simmons. You got this boy who's been endorsed by the great one himself, Ray freaking Lewis. So the hell with what everybody else saying about Grady Jarrett. No, he's not going to get all the sacks. There's more things about playing that defensive tackle position than sacks. All these numbers. And we're going to get into another because I got something to say about Miss Thane. I'm going to respect him this time. I'm going to respect it this time. I'm going to respect him. He earned my respect with that quote. But that's going to come a little bit later. But Jaylen Ramsey had a statement that I thought he was really respectful, and that's what you want from the players. You don't want to embarrass your fellow football players. So I'm gonna give him some love for that.
Yeah, we'll say that one for the end of the show. But like I said, it also kind of ties in as well as some other quotes. I don't know if anybody got a chance to kind of catch up with Arthur Smith and what he was saying in his press conference. He's particularly, and like I said, he particularly used a couple words here that he used a lot. That was chip on the shoulder and guys to go get it and opportunities. And this is kind of like one of the major topics that we're talking about tonight. Is more so about guys got to earn their spots this year, especially this year. You finna earn your spot. Well, why do we say everybody earn their spot? Why didn't they do this before? Well, now they got a lot of young guys. They ain't got as many veterans on this team than you. They got way more younger guys on here than they got veterans. Your veterans are usually your staple guy that you know is gonna play and all that shit. But when you got a bunch of younger guys, like you said, you know, AJ Terrell, you know, he's a staple. But then you looking at a Quadri Olsen, you looking at a Alden Tate, you looking at Drake London, you looking at Tyler Algier, you looking at Taquan Graham, Marlon Davidson, Troy Anderson, Michael Walker, Jalen Hawkins, Richie Grant. Like, he's basically letting these guys know that, hey man, you got to earn your spot on this team this year.
Oh yeah.
And I think by these players knowing that, because I don't know if anybody kind of noticed like a lot of like the OTA videos, and Noah said something earlier about the OTA clips and stuff like that. Have you noticed that there's like this different energy looking at it? It's like a different energy. Like, it's a youth move. It's like, this is why I call it the baby bird generation. This is what this team is. They the baby birds. But it's an energy within this team that's actually kind of infectious when you think about it, because you got Arthur Smith lining up on defensive line with players and shit, as y'all saw on the thumbnail for this stream. Yeah. So, hey man, I'm loving it, man. Shoot. And the other thing he was talking about was we're not finna focus on the hot takes.
Ooh, boy.
And everybody know what the main hot take.
No. WWE, every time you put anything WWE on YouTube, they give you a strike for it. So I wanted to put that up for y'all.
Right.
But if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's the bad guy era. It's the bad guy era. They don't give a damn about what nobody.
They don't give two shits about what y'all think. They don't give a damn what we think. They gonna do Well, Devontae, I'm glad you asked about what's the main hot take. Everybody know what the main hot take of the Falcons this whole off season is Deion Jones. That's the main hot take. And there was a reason why they didn't mention Deion Jones a lot in these pressers after the draft, leading up to the draft. Because come to find out, he's recovering from shoulder surgery.
You don't say.
So for what a lot
don't say.
So that means that shoulder he was playing on this whole season, he was toughing it out. Now, as we know, a lot of players get hurt around the end of the year. You play through pain and stuff like that. Football players don't wear shoulder braces as a fashion statement. I'm just gonna say that now. And Noah said, and Noah just hit it right here. And I'm gonna give the professor here. A soldier surgery Nakobe Dean was unwilling to have. The same linebacker that everybody wanted. He's just saying.
Yeah. Tough guys, man. Tough guys.
And then look, this is what Atlanta Nation here said a shoulder injury could be the reason why he was out for the Jags. And True Statement here said that explains why he looked like he took plays off and lacked effort at times, and that's all I've been saying. That's why I said you have to look deeper than the surface. You got to look deeper than the surface at times, man. Sometimes you can see one thing, but you give it time, then the real stories and stuff come out. So trust me. I know about these shoulder injuries. I can't even sleep on my look. My shoulders been fucked up for years. I can't sleep. I can't, bro. I can't sleep on the right. I can't sleep on the right side of my body. I know.
That's not fun. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't fun. Cause I think Deion Jones. I think he had that. They didn't specifically say. But I just know from the presser, he said that he was still recovering. So it sounds like this surgery came maybe a month or two before the draft.
Yeah.
About a month or two before the draft. So it wasn't like he waited until OTAs and minicamp to have the surgery. It essentially was right around the end of the season. So the narrative that he had a bad season or he looked terrible or he looked uninterested, maybe there's something deeper than that. And now y'all just finding out. Maybe that could be the play. But, which is also, Mike, I want you to know, I want you to chime in on this when I say this. It's also a good thing because now it gives more opportunities for the young guys. And Jerome says, does the surgery by Debo time or is he a June 1 cut? Be honest with you, I don't know, but I would say most unlikely he will get cut. I'm just going off of what I think. The only reason why I say I wouldn't see him as a cut is because, like you said, you have a young squad and you need all the veterans around that you can. And that linebacking core is pretty damn young. You do realize Deion Jones is the elder statesman of that linebacker core, right? You cut that. And like you said, even with Rashaan Evans. Rashaan Evans he's a role player. He's a role player. That doesn't mean that that's not a bad thing. But Deion has always had the notoriety. So, and he's got the adversity right now, more so from the Falcon fan base than the national media, to be honest with you. So, what do you think about that, Mike? Do you think that he's a June 1 cut?
I have this saying when it comes down to Terry Fontenot and Arthur. Can't trust them motherfuckers. Can't trust them. This is probably one of the few times that I can look at a team and say I don't trust the general manager, and I sure as hell don't trust the head coach. They don't give a damn about what I think, what you think, what they think. They gonna do what they want to do. Deion is more than likely, all right, and I'm gonna say this: he's more than likely to be gone at some period of time. Just some period of time. It could be next week. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 2 months. It could be 3 months. It could be 2 years. But at some point, Deion Jones is going to be gone. Because they're looking at Troy to be that guy.
Right.
And if Troy plays the way that they hope, who the hell to say he's going to be the real the Mike linebacker? This dude has the body to play outside as well. He can play all over that line.
Right.
But it comes down to, like you said before, what the rest of the guys. Do they really trust? Do they really trust Evans? Do they really trust is it Ellaby? What's the other
talk about Kawhi? We talk about more so the interior linebackers.
Yeah, just the interior linebacker.
Michael Walker, Rashaan Evans, Kowakowski, Korikowak. Right.
That's so. It's just my guess is you're talking about a team that's going to be $83 million in dead cap. That's not something to be proud of. If they end up trading, that's $83 million. They already done set an NFL record in dead cap money. So that tells you, as a owner and a team president, that y'all hired a bunch of mother freaking morons.
Right.
No team in the history of football has ever had that high a dead cap. Ever.
Right.
That ain't something to brag about. And dead money just don't go away. So we still trying to get money. We're trying to have all the money that we can for the future. Dead money is still going to be there. It's going to be a $5 million cut for Deion Jones in 2023. We're trying to keep all the money that we possibly can because there's no guarantee what the hell Quentin Nelson contract going to look like. And we end up paying him. They end up paying him a NFL record for guards. You better be prepared to see Chris Lindstrom get a healthy pay raise. And I'm talking about healthy.
Money. And then let me and then have a lot of people notice. If you look at the interior linebackers, we're just focusing on the interior linebackers of the Falcons right now. You do realize majority of them on 1-year deals, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Deion and Troy Anderson. Well, Michael Walker is on the last year of his deal now. So outside of Deion Jones, who got maybe a year or two left, and Troy Anderson, everybody else is either on the final year of their deal or 1-year deal.
We talk about a succession plan all the time. You can't just all right. Deion is making $20 million. Let's not pay him anymore.
Right.
This ain't the damn thrift store. This ain't the damn dollar store where you can just go and get a fake linebacker for cheap and have him play at an all pro level. Like some of y'all on that Krizak. And I see a lot of these.
Is that booger sugar?
That booger sugar, bro. I'm seeing all these content creators up here talking about let's get people on the free. Ain't nobody sign them. Why do we always want to sign? Ain't nobody else sign them. Let me say that again, because I don't think the people in the back, can y'all tell me if y'all heard me? Okay. Why do we always want to sign people that no one else has signed?
Or nobody even looked at.
They still free agents, but we up here writing content. Oh, this gotta be a good addition. This
right.
For who?
Right.
Dallas don't want them. The Jets don't want them. Jags don't want them. Nobody want them. But some reason we need to get them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, Devontae said it best right here. Let me go ahead and put it up here. He had up here developmental plans. It's all about building the continuity, as he said. It's all about building that continuity. And hold on, MUT Shane. When we say we don't trust them, we have a saying over here when we talk about Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith. We call them the bad guy era for a reason, because they ain't shit and we like it.
Yeah,
that's our motto.
It's a good trait.
That's a good trait. They ain't shit. That's what we say they are. They ain't worth a damn, and we like it because they're essentially are doing away with what the previous regime has been screwing over this team for years.
They gave everybody a contract. They was like Oprah giving away them dang on cars. They giving everybody.
You get a contract. You get a contract. You get a contract. But the problem was when they was giving away the damn contract, these dudes was getting cut a year or two after they get the contract. So, boom, dead cat right there. Which brings another point. Which brings another point. And this was, and shouts out to Myles Garrett for this tweet. I want y'all to read this for a second. I just want y'all to just read it. Hold on, I'm finna put reading music on here for y'all. I just want y'all to just read this and tell me what y'all think. We're not gonna say nothing. Let's go ahead and put the music back on. Let y'all go ahead and read it. Did y'all already read it? Did you read it? Shouts out to Myles Garrett for this tweet, because it really explained what the hell was wrong with the Falcons for the last few years. And for those that may not be able to read very well, let me go ahead and read for you. I know everybody know how to read, but you got some folk that might be drunk as hell and can't see shit. So I'm finna read it for you. Myles Garrett said, following the release of John Cominsky today, only Isaiah Oliver, Chris Lindstrom, Caleb McGarry, and Quadri Olson are the last players remaining from the draft classes between 2017 and 2019.
Oof. That's bad. I mean, we said there's still a chance that Cabarelli can still play for the Falcons. As you said, it's still available. He's still a player, and we just don't know how the contracts are gonna, the money's gonna, work itself out. It'll eventually work itself out, especially when you got guys who don't develop. That just say, Edwards and Tate those guys don't develop the way that we hope they. Then now you're looking at, Calvin really is a Pro Bowl caliber player. Like, I mean, he did have his issues, but he's still a Pro Bowl caliber player. If he's ready to get his act together and get back on the field and play, I said it before. I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm like, I can forget when it come down to winning games. Oh, I can forget as long as you can promise me that your head is on straight, and if you sign a certain contract, you know what I'm saying, to say, all right, I promise to do this and I promise to do that. We'll give you this. We'll give you another chance. Why not? It's still Calvin Ridley.
Hold on. Let me put that back up there. Isaiah Oliver, Chris Lestrom, Caleb McGarry, and Quadri Allison.
That's bad.
Out of three draft classes, we have 4 players left.
That's including the undrafted free agents. Okay. So that's well over 40, 50 people. That's about 40. It's about 40 people. I say about 40
players.
People.
Out of 40 players out of that 3-year span, only 4 of them left on this damn team.
Yeah, we up here talking about. Yeah, that's bad development. Ain't got nothing to do with Arthur Blank or Rich McKay, because those guys at the time they weren't calling the shots. You got to remember, Rich McKay was away for like almost 2 years, handling the Benz issues with the Benz. And
Brett Hucklebutt, that's about at least 30 draft picks, 30 to 35, at least 30 to 35 draft. Yeah. Well, out of those 3 years, I'm saying no. Out of those 3 years,
it's about 30 plus the undrafted free agent. So that's about 30, 30 plus.
Yeah. But if you're talking about just draft picks alone, it's about like 20, 21 players. Only 4 is left from that period of time.
Wow.
And Bridget came in here. She came in here and said, damn, out of the 4 that is left. Exactly. So that means that this Falcons team hasn't seen before 2020. We still figuring out 2021 and 22. This team hasn't seen a successful draft class in total right now since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And only one of those goddamn players is left on this team.
Let me say something real quick, because I say this all the time. Got to stop picking on players. Everybody want to say Caleb McGarry history. That's a lot of motherfuckers going to be history if they don't get this. Is the reason why we say this is the bad guy eras, and they are not just handing contracts out to people. It's so half the damn team is on 1 year contract.
1 year or final years for a reason. 1 year and final years for a reason.
So this ain't the Caleb McGarry issue. Look, it's like I said before, it's a lot of people on this team. If they don't play up, you might not get another 2 to 3 year deal. They're not handing anybody, including Deion Jones. They're not handing anybody contract. Either.
And going into the continuity of tonight's show, I have another statement. As we already know, did I put it on here? Let me see. Did I put it on here? Nah, we already talked about that. God damn it. Okay. So everybody knows okay, I ain't got it up here. So everybody knows Avery Williams. Everybody heard about the Avery Williams story. So if y'all, for those that probably don't know about Avery Williams, they are now moving him to running back. He's going to be in the backfield this year. What does that mean? And they also signed another running back in Jeremy McNichols.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've essentially got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs on this goddamn squad. Bruh. You know what that tells me? And somebody here said it in the chat too. Ain't nobody in that backfield safe.
Nobody.
To be honest with you, I don't even think Cordero Patterson is safe, to be honest with you. Ain't nobody safe. Quadri Olsen better step his motherfucking game up. Because if he don't, that motherfucker gonna end up right back on the waiver wire.
We, like I said, we keep telling people, everybody like want to pick on one player. This team is not having that anymore.
Hell no.
Everybody gonna earn a keep.
Right. Oh yeah, hey, Bridget. Jeremy McNichols was the backup. He originally was supposed to have been the backup running back in Tennessee before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's essentially one of those guys who's kind of like a multitude player, which is he's good running the. I ain't gonna say he's good, but he runs the ball and he can catch out. He's a receiver out the backfield as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, that move right there tells me that Quadri Olsen better step his game up.
You ain't got but so many chances with these guys. They do not play around.
Because like you said, and I kind of exaggerated on the Cordero Patterson thing. I know they're going to keep him because he's a spark plug for this locker room. But I'm just saying, as far as
just a position that's guaranteed for him, that's just not the case.
Mm-hmm. That's just he
gonna get playing time. He gonna get a tremendous amount of playing time. But as far as like you said, he's the starter. Nah, they're not playing that no more.
Because as high as they are on Tyler Algier, don't be surprised if Olsen can't. Because what they want to do with Cordero Patterson is they're trying. I think my idea of what I think they're doing is they want to limit carries on him because they don't need him taking hits like he did last year, and that's why he wore the hell down at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They essentially just be bringing in a lot of players. It's like, okay, who wants to be on this team? You better show me what you got. Oh, you ain't stepping up. Oh, what did the Migos used to say? Bitch, that way. That that's what they gonna do.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting because, like you said, as we know, he is the main kick returner, punt returner, and stuff like that. So they're gonna put, and what Arthur Smith said in that presser as well is they're going to use him in a multitude facet too. He's still going to play corner, but he's going to be the emergency corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to be an athlete on offense.
Yeah.
So they're going to, like I said, they're going to treat him as just basically you're just a player out there. You don't have a position. Just get out there and do what we need you to do. And damn, bro, man, Atlanta Falcons broke so much the damn news today, man.
It's like a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Right. Because before we get to the next one, I want to talk about Okay, I asked a question on the community tab today about what position battles are you looking forward to seeing in this offseason right now. And a lot of people said quarterback, running back, edge rushers, D-line, O-line, center, pretty much the whole damn team, to be honest with you, which pretty much is going. But there's one battle that I'm very, very keen in looking at that's very, I'm going to say this is one position battle that's very intriguing to me, and it's going to set a tone for this team. And that's that left guard battle. Mayfield and damn Schaefer. But that battle that's gonna be some hell right there. I'm just saying it right now. It's gonna be a possibility that if, and I'm just saying a big if, because this coaching staff loves Justin Schaefer. But if they feel like Mayfield can't progress or such and such, they might move him to be a swing tackle or a swing offensive lineman in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they love Justin Schaefer. From what I'm hearing, they love the way he do it, because he's essentially what they're going to be looking for in this offense as far as a pulling guard. And Mike, I think you've talked about this before too, as far as that pulling guard in the run game, well, especially what they like to do in this offense. What's your take on what?
As far as that matchup, I think that's exactly where they're going. Like I said, that's the reason why they went to the University of Georgia and got two players that, ironically, they play amongst the offensive line. So they clearly see how Georgia kind of ran their offense. And like I said, what Stetson Bennett, when he was in there, they used a lot of pulling motion with their guards. And obviously we have mobile quarterbacks. And the similarities with Cincinnati, with Desmond Ritter, they have the same type of philosophy also. They use a lot of shotgun. They use a lot of RPO, a lot of pulling action, because you want to get Ritter in the open field, use his athleticism a bit. And like I said, that plays into Schaefer's hand. That offensive line for Georgia was one of the best. They didn't give up a lot of big sacks. They didn't give up a lot of sacks or hits. And they ran the ball. It was a balanced attack. So, like I said, don't be surprised if Schaefer, comes out and he woos the coaching staff. It's definitely not out of the question. Offensive lineman, it's all about the mentality. Can you pick it up? Can you pick it up fast? It's just at this moment in time for Schaefer, it's just how fast and how soon can he pick up the scheme, and how fast can he get up to the NFL's.
Yeah, because I feel like they're gonna still give Mayfield the chance to start, but like we said before, he's gonna have to earn it. But I think with another year under his belt, I think a lot of people are going to see him more vastly improved, especially with it being more of a physical style offense. I mean, it was more of a physical minded group around him. It'll situate what he wants to do best, and that's run block. Like you said, his mindset is the perfect right tackle. He's a run blocker at heart. As we know, Mayfield struggles with with protection in the passing game, but that comes with experience.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I'm very intrigued by that. Is there any kind of matchup that you're looking that you're paying a good eye on that could possibly be there?
Yeah, the safeties. Derrick Harris is obviously going to be coming back from his torn pectoral, so he's still kind of rehabbing. But I really want to see Jaylen Hawkins, Dean,
Yes.
Dean
Marlowe.
Barlow, see those guys battling out at strong safety, because like I said, I've said this before. Everybody they cramping they copying Mad Mike. I saw the article, Sports Talk ATL. Nobody ain't talking about Jaylen Hawkins until I started talking about him. Now everybody, he's the best good wish. Come on, people. When people gonna give Mad Mike his credit? I said the same thing about Isaiah Oliver and them DBs, and it came true. When I tell you about Jaylen Hawkins, watch out for this kid, because he has the perfect temperament to be able to play in a Dean Pease defense in the secondary. He's a great blitzer. He's instinctive, and he can hit. The only thing with Jaylen is just experience and reps. And I'm telling you right now, I said it before, if this guy picks it up a lot faster, this dude has every bit of a making of a Pro Bowl safety. He has that ability. We've seen what he can do with his instincts. Just like coming off, he came. I think it was last year. The dude came off his assignment, ran the play, picked the ball off, credit so he can get inbounds, and like I said, I've seen him in preseason game. I've seen him during games coming from the high safety, because the Falcons like to switch their safeties. He came from the high safety spot all the way through the middle of the defense and hit the quarterback.
I mean, if you watch, and for a lot of people that don't know, the initial introduction of K Styles and Mad Mike sports interview, I said the same as that thing.
Bro, y'all gotta start listening to us, man. Look, please hit that subscribe button. I promise you, you will not be Look, you will not be disappointed. I promise you that. You're gonna hear stuff from here from 2 months away. 2 months away. I promise you, you're gonna be like, damn.
Right.
Them guys at 6-man K-Style, Man Mike Sports, GSA Tim, Feel That Sports, they told us that. How many times? Let's be honest right now. Everybody in the comment section right now, how many times have you guys said to yourself, be honest, don't be no haters, okay? How many times have you said to yourself, damn, those guys told us this. They told us this a whole 2 months ago. Let's just be real.
Hold on, do we gotta put the waiting music on them for right quick?
Yeah, put the waiting music on. Put the waiting music on.
Hey. And we're going to go to a brief intermission right here as we wait on your answers. Go ahead and make sure you go ahead and subscribe to 6-Man K Styles on the road to 1K. As if we get closer to 1K, there might be something special for the subscribers. Hey, girl. Big Papa Willow coming through in the club. Do you want the automobile? Eddie Griffin is fucking funny, bro. He like, Big Papa Willow. Hey, young thing. Don't you want the automobile?
And like I said, all it is just Like we put our knowledge together. We not here to say we know every damn thing. Y'all already know what our motto is. We don't damn know. But when we tell you, we thoroughly do our research. It's very few times that we've been wrong about a lot of stuff. Anything, to be honest.
Right. But as I continue this little promo I'm about to do right now, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Mad Mike Sports, Utah Sports, Feli Sports, Call on Tyrone, GSHM, Atlanta Falcon Nation, because we coming through with the fire, baby. And you already know, 6-man K-Styles coming through in the clutch at times. You know we coming through, and we doing it right for y'all.
Doing it right.
Ooh, baby, I'm just K-Styles.
You ever heard that one in the mirror?
I know they ain't heard that thing in a minute. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I feel like when you say stuff like this, I know what I'm talking about. I don't just say things just to be saying stuff. I know when I speak, I know what I'm talking about. Period. You people don't like it. Most, not everybody. All right, so let's get that straight. A lot of people don't want to admit it. But like I said, you have said to yourself, damn, K-Styles was right about that. I ain't going to let him know it, but damn, they told us.
Speaking of that, we got a quote. We got another quote for the night that we want to talk about.
Whoa. Wow.
This is a quote from Brian Edwards, newest Falcon wide receiver. This is what he says. He says the system is. He said this offense is built for big body receivers, and we have a lot of those. I knew Smith liked bigger receivers, and they run a lot of in-breaking routes when guys can get the yak yards and make big plays off of it.
Yeah, don't.
Ultimately, it's a theme Edwards think he can thrive in. When I heard I was coming here, I thought it was a really good fit, about as good as I can get. I told you so. I told you so. They not looking for no 4-3 guys. They don't give a shit about that. In breaking routes equal yardage.
Yeah.
He didn't say they run go routes and motherfucking 15-yard flag routes and post routes and shit. No, they said in breaking routes, which means your ass better be physical in the intermediate and short game.
Yeah.
We all been saying.
That's why Jew and I was talking about Drake London being that pick at 8. Look, all y'all got to do, you can go back and listen to the videos. We have a whole playlist. Well, draft prospects. Well, we've done the videos on. We've done the multiple shows about this. We're just trying to make sure everybody understands, so you won't be disappointed looking at other stuff on social media just for entertainment, getting your hopes up. Man, we're gonna get Malik. Okay. We about to get Shady McCoy. Okay. We about to trade for Aaron Donald. Okay. You can keep thinking it. We're going to draft Jameson Williams. Okay. Save yourself the disappointment and hit that subscribe button. I promise you will not be disappointed.
And once we get to the 1K, there's gonna be a special surprise. Once we get to the 1K, I got something for the lucky people. Once we hit to that 1K, I ain't gonna tell you now, but we ain't gonna know until that 1K comes.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So, okay. Drew here says, which second year player do y'all see making the biggest leap?
Ooh, that's a great question. Oh my God.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Richie Grant. Or no. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna stick with my guy. I'm gonna stick with my guy.
Oh,
I'm gonna stick with my guy. Antetokounmpo Ogundeji. That's my guy
I was
right
gonna
there.
pick him. I thought that where he was going. I was like, that's why. Oh man.
I'm a look. If you say you're gonna say that, I'm gonna go with Richie Grant then.
Yeah, I think Ogundeji. I saw enough of him in his first year. He can bend the edge quite well, and he's very handsy with offensive linemen, and that's a great skill to be handsy with offensive linemen. Like, he can play with the offensive linemen. I think the only thing for him at this point, he's very physical in the running game. I heard people saying like he's too light in the pants and he can't play the edge. Like,
I like, bro. Did you see?
You been watching?
I like. Wait a minute. So, did you see the edge setter we had last year? The main edge setter we had last year.
You know?
Yeah, Bridget. Yeah, we can't say Kyle Pitts. I had to throw Kyle Pitts out the damn deal.
Yeah,
we already know where that's automatic. Like that.
That's easy.
That ain't fair. That's too easy. I like looking at the dark horses because them the ones that when they finally do it, it's like damn. And I can attest for this because I was a Fourier fan before he got damn blew the fuck up. So I already know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the thing about with Ogundeji essentially plays the exact type of role that Steven Means play. But he has enough moves and enough of a mindset physically to where he can make plays. And for a lot of the folks that looking at this one particular catch by Kyle Pitts over Richie Grant, is there about 4 or 5 other plays that are exactly like that they put out yet? Because I seen one play.
One play? Oh, we're talking about Richie Grant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm y'all about to get a Mike rant for me from that goofy crap that I'm seeing. Y'all got some mental problems. I'm just gonna say that. I know this tape.
And I'm about to say from looking at the tape, what do you consider getting burnt? 3, 4, 5 steps? Is that kind of like getting burnt? I saw at the max 2 steps. On a simulated play that they probably ran like 17 to 20 times. And we're picking one play and saying that he's going to be a bust because of that one play. Because from what I've seen from that video, Kyle Pitts was only 1 step ahead of him. It wasn't like he was 5, 6 steps ahead of him.
It's Kyle Pitts, people. Okay. It ain't goddamn Brock.
It ain't
Brock Lesnar. It ain't Brock Lesnar playing wide receiver. It ain't damn Goldberg playing wide receiver. Hell, it ain't even The Rock playing wide receiver. It's damn
Drew,
Kyle Pitts.
Like Drew here said, Richie was in the hip pocket. It took a great outside throw for it to look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now if he was getting now if this was Parker Hesse that did this shit, I could see where the outrage could come from.
If it's Keith Smith, I got a problem.
If it was Young Way Cool that burnt him like that, then we definitely got a damn problem. It was an outside shoulder throw that he had to put on the money. Kyle Pitts was only one step ahead of him. He wasn't 5'6".
Yeah, that's what I'm perplexed about that.
See, this kind of goes back to that problem where we have some folks are still mad at this 2021 draft class because they didn't get the player they wanted. So any little minute thing that happens, oh, they're a bust. Let's just keep it real. That's really what it comes down to. Reggie Grant is going to be fine. And think about it like this. If he's practicing guarding Kyle Pitts, doesn't our iron sharpen iron?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't we heard that? Yeah, Mariota threw a beautiful ball. It was a simulated play, so it ain't like, okay, we didn't know they was gonna run it. No, they run it. He threw that bitch to the outside shoulder.
Perfection.
Over the shoulder. There's a such thing as ball placement. It's called ball placement, people. If you look at it closely, he threw it over the shoulder, over the outside shoulder. If the safety is on the inside and he throws it to the outside shoulder, the safety can't blow that goddamn play up like that.
You got to go through.
You got to go through the receiver to get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, this is not like Noah said, this is not Madden where you can teleport through players and get interceptions. This is not Madden.
Right.
Madden had that same problem since the PlayStation Maddens, to be honest with you. They've been having the same problem for over 20 years. We don't
go through players.
Right. And plus, it was one play. They didn't show 6, 7 plays of the same thing happening. We saw one play. Like motherfucker, you thinking he can he can act like Kung Lao and Raiden and teleport and get the interception. That shit ain't gonna work.
Right, that doesn't work like that.
So we gotta stop overreacting, people. Like I said, some of y'all are still mad because they didn't draft Justin Fields in that draft. And everybody in that draft is absolute trash to you. Let's just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing that they said about this draft because they didn't get Malik Willis. Now everybody in this draft is trash. Yeah, teleport into interceptions. That's what they want. They want people to teleport in the interceptions, bro.
They do.
They go look. If you want to teleport next time you play Madden, I'm gonna give you the Mortal Kombat button command to do the teleport and go down up real quick. Teleport. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Go ahead, Mike. I'll let you go ahead. let you go ahead. Get your rant on about that right quick.
No, it's like I said, we're talking about Kyle motherfucking Pitts.
We're talking about one play, one throw.
That's it. It's Kyle freaking Pitts. He's 6'6", 240, 250. And we're talking about one throw. And y'all already jumping to the conclusion that, oh my God, he's a bust. He got burned. I mean, I saw Deion Sanders get burnt by Jerry Rice on one play, and then the next play,
I done seen Ed Reed got burnt plenty of times, but then I seen him make plays a whole lot of times.
Right.
Because
they literally had that play where, like I said, he picked it off. He got burnt, and then the very next play they tried the same thing on Deion, and he ended up picking it off.
I like this kind of D. Coleman. Funaki can't jump with the Undertaker, man.
Man,
hell no. Like, get over here. You know how everybody in Mortal Kombat used to do the harpoon, the kunai throw with the get over here, and then do the teleportation move afterwards to set up a combo. That's what they want. But yeah, man, it's one throw. Cause you got, man, look, and if you notice these last 2 years, think about what the popular opinion has been with these last couple years. Kyle Pitts is too light. He ain't gonna be worth a damn. Richie Grant, he got burnt one play. He ain't shit. Jalen Mayfield can't pass protect. No, he was the worst. He was worst offensive lineman last year. Drew Dahlman ain't worth a damn. They haven't said too much about Darren Hall and Ogundeji, which surprised the hell out of me. And then look at this year. Drake London, not fast. Ebiketie, they reached for him. Troy Anderson, they reached for him. D'Angelo Malone, who the hell is he? These are the talking points we hearing all the time. Is like,
I got a problem. Why is it that on both sides of the ball, the Falcons got the worst of everything? On PFF, they got the worst linemen. They got the NFL. We got the NFL leader in tackles. He ranked the worst. You got Deion Jones, who was ranked 11th. He the worst. Why is it that everything on our team is the worst, and we didn't even have the number one pick in the damn draft? How the fuck that makes sense? And this is what y'all trust?
These motherfuckers said the Lions. These motherfuckers literally, and the reason why they said the Jets was better than us is because of Ahmad Gardner. That's it. Ahmad Gardner and Garrett Woods. They're like, oh, they drafted these two players, so the Falcons can't compete with them. Like,
come on, bro. Like, stop. Y'all gotta stop trusting that dumbass PFF bullshit. I dare a damn nerd to come in here and try to explain that bullshit to me. I'm gonna say you a damn lie. You don't know shit about football. If you sit here worried about some damn PFF numbers. If the Falcons were that damn bad, why the hell, again, how did they not? We're talking about a team that did not give up a play over 40 yards And if you know the passing game, it takes all three phases of a defense to accomplish that. You need somewhat of a pass rush.
Yeah.
You need your linebackers to be in their spots, and you need your secondary to be. So how is it that the team that was so they were so good, they did not give up a play over 40 yards? That's the NFL. We're talking about the entire NFL. And you tell me that 48 and Deion was ranked the lowest?
I'm telling y'all right now, boy. And analytics sound so good because most of the time people use analytics because they don't trust their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting in PFF is like trusting a gold digger coming at your ass wanting to fuck, coming with you with a condom talking about she want to fuck. That bitch could put a hole in that motherfucker, right. And now you. I'm just saying.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta make me bro. Y'all gotta. It don't make sense to me. You can't tell me that a team that did accomplish a feat that the best defenses in the league didn't even do, but we got all our players are ranked at the bottom of on the offensive line. You tell me that we're talking about the team that we beat, then the Jacksonville Jaguars, that they offensive linemen were better than. Stop.
Look. Remember, we hear everything about these PFF grades, but remember the linebacker everybody wanted the Falcons to keep this year was graded at a 45. He failed in their eyes.
Failed.
So do you really trust analytics or are you going to use the eye test? Well, I don't give two. I could look at analytics to make a point, but I'm finna use my eyes first and foremost. The bad guy era don't give a shit about analytics. They want motherfuckers that's gonna come out there and bust you in the mouth.
Dean had a whole rant over analytics. We had a whole rant on the play. He was pissed off talking about analytics.
They don't give a damn about analytics because if analytics play such a big important part in grading how these players is going to be, only one team would have a winning season every year. Everybody else would be losing like 10, 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. You can only use analytics to a certain point as far as, okay, you looking at this little particular part. But by focusing on this little, remember what Bruce Lee said in Enter the Dragon? It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. And he slapped the little motherfucker and said, don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Don't focus on that. Look at the whole scene.
Gotta look at everything. That's what we're talking about. Numbers play a small part in the entire picture. Numbers tell you certain things,
right?
But you need, in order to make numbers make sense, you got to look at the film.
Right.
In order to look at the film, you got to look at the coaching scheme and how what he's expecting and what he got these guys doing. So all those ties into one thing. So when we got a lot of, not just saying, just we talking about everybody, not content creators. When we say content creators, we talking about ESPN. We talking about everybody. So let's get that straight.
Bruh, let me use some analytics for you.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy Marquise. You know who's one of the main guys on TV right now that uses analytics like a motherfucker?
Skip
Skip Bayless.
Yep.
What did he always say?
About everything.
He said Dak Prescott led this league in big time throws for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me do that one more time.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Say it again. Say it again.
What the hell did that get them? We see it but those are analytic. Those are analytical points right there. You literally just sat here and said that analytics is important. Analytics is not important. It's a piece, but it's not the all. It's not the damned if you do, damned if you don't point. It all ties in together. So if you're telling me that a quarterback led this league in big time throws, or important throws as they call it, why the fuck he ain't won Super Bowl yet? Because we're focusing on that. We're focusing on the finger and not looking at the scene. We're not looking at the moon. That's like people talking about he didn't have enough critical tackles. Like, what the fuck is a critical tackle?
Do we have to go through that one again?
Crucial tackles. Critical tackle.
What the hell is a crucial tackle? What the hell is a critical tackle?
Motherfucker got some damn Soul Caliber damn tackles and shit, bro. The only thing I remember critical is them critical arts from Soul Caliber.
Damn. That's it.
Critical hits. Ultra combo. Shout out to LT for that one, because that shit be funny as hell. But that's what I said. The problem is we overanalyze everything by trying to nitpick every little nuance.
Mm-hmm. Everything is important to everything.
Because the thing is, if you take a needle and poke a hole through a piece of paper, are you going to concentrate on that little hole, or are you going to concentrate on the whole paper? Because if you concentrate on this little itty bitty asshole, wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Let me redo that. If you concentrate on that puncture mark that was made by the needle in that piece of paper, and that's all you're looking at, you can't write in that puncture hole. You got a whole piece of paper right there. What quarterback doesn't? What quarterback doesn't make big time to? Oh yeah, no, no. Yeah, that shit did sound bad. But hey, fuck it. Y'all know what I meant, so shit. Fuck it. Hey, so Noah here said, the professor said, yeah, these dudes praise Trevon Diggs and don't use analytics for him. You ain't got to use analytics. Like I said, you ain't got to use analytics for him. You just look at the tape and already. Oh, speaking of that, since it's the end of the show, Mike, go ahead with that comment you was talking about earlier. Noah just set it up for us.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about Jaylen Ramsey. I'm gonna give him some respect this time, so I'm not gonna call him the name. But he did something that I like from a player standpoint. Like, he didn't take his time out to like trash the other player. He said, I don't even know what the hell it means. I do know what it means. He said he's an in-phase player and I'm an out-of-phase player. Basically, what that means is just like he's a reactionary corner. So everything that, that if they run a curl, he's gonna react to it. And in short, everybody else was on the show. If you guys ever seen the clip, I'll try my best to find it. I'll put in community tab. But he basically went on to say that he really despises being compared to him as far as a great corner, because he doesn't get, like I said, he feel like he's an in-phase player and he's an out-phase player. Again, if you didn't hear what I just said, in-phase just means that he reacts to almost every a curl, a out route. If they give him a shimmy, he gonna be phased by it. So he's phased by that. So the reason why I brought that up is just the guy gave up over 1,000 yards. He gave up 1,000 yards by himself. We're talking about a guy like AJ Terrell isn't perceived as a better corner when he gave up 200 yards in the entire year. But this dude gave up 1,000 yards and receiving by himself, and he's perceived as a top corner. These are the stats that we're talking about. This is why stats shouldn't be the end all be all. Why? Because you got a player like Trayvon Diggs. We got a player like Trayvon Diggs. You look at his stats, you say, all right, he got 15 interceptions. Like, dang, 15, say however how many he had. But he had double-digit interceptions. And then nobody wants to pay attention to the yards that he's giving up, the touchdowns that he's giving up, the penalties. You don't want to talk about those are stats too. People nitpick the stats, and then it's like we look at guys like AJ Terrell. Oh man, AJ Terrell ain't a top corner in the league because he don't have 5 interceptions. I think AJ had like 3 or 4 interceptions.
Yeah,
entire year. 3. Mm-hmm. But he's not considered a top corner because he doesn't have double-digit sacks. You see how we talk about all these PFF numbers and stats? You see how they can be very cloudy? Because we have instances like this where we talk about, yeah, he got 15 tackles, but the motherfucker gave up 1,000 yards by his damn self.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Can I demonstrate something right quick?
Go ahead.
I have a piece of paper right here, right? Y'all see this piece of paper, right? Watch this. I just made a little hole in this paper. Right here. Y'all gonna concentrate on that. Hold on, let me see if I put it up there. Y'all see the hole in the paper? Are we gonna concentrate on that little hole in the paper? Or are we gonna focus on the whole thing in itself?
Mm-hmm. I see a paper. I mean, like, to be honest, I'm not even focusing on a little small hole.
This is what we talk about when it comes to not looking at the whole damn picture, but focusing on one little point here that says, okay, such and such is bad or somebody's such good. You know, I'm going to just use this analogy.
Write something on it. You can write something on it and it's like, all right, what do you see when you look at this paper? The first thing that comes to mind, what do you see with that piece of paper?
Hold on. I'm finna write something on it.
Oh, God.
Boom. I wrote something on it.
Mm-hmm.
See, but the problem is, and I'm finna use AJ Terrell in here for this. Now I'm gonna use Trayvon Diggs as an example here. This whole piece of paper is all the double moves that he done got beat on all year and all the damn yardage he gave up. That little bitty dot right there is the 11 interceptions that he got. People are going to focus on that little bitty dot instead of looking at the whole picture. Trevon Diggs gave up an average of almost 20 yards of reception. When you came in, when you was talking about the what he say again, the such and such receiver to the what receiver?
You talking about Jaylen?
Yeah, what he say again? I was trying to get the words right.
He basically said that Trayvon is an in-phase corner, and he plays out phase. He's not phased by the routes and reaction of the receiver where he's running. That, like I said, if he run the out route, he's not gonna try to break on the route.
Right. Which basically comes down to is Trevon Diggs is focused on this dot here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from this point, you can't see the dot.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that are looking for that dot, it's going to look very close and be like, okay, I'm going to focus on that one little point.
Mm-hmm.
That's Trevon Diggs right now. Jaylen Ramsey is looking at the whole picture. Yes, he got beat in the Super Bowl. But remember, one of those things should have been an offensive pass interference because they motherfucking got DDT'd to the ground.
Right.
So
I saw that.
So that's all we saying right here, and it goes down to the analytics. When we looking at analytics, they're not focusing on the dot plus the paper. They're looking at the dot.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at, well, Deion Jones had a PFF grade of 36. But he had 135 tackles, 8 tackles for losses, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. But we're focused on the PFF grade, and we're going to judge his whole season based on that 1 point. He didn't have no effort. Come to find out, he played the whole season with a bum ass shoulder.
PFF ain't telling you that though.
They're not telling you none of that.
This is stuff we're talking about.
40% of Trevon Diggs' interceptions came off of tipped passes. They're not telling you that part, didn't they?
Mm-mm.
At least 5 of those interceptions came off of tipped passes.
Tip passes, bro.
So you can be, like I said, you can like I said, there's nothing wrong with analytics, but if you negate your eyes and what you see and just focusing straight on the numbers,
no point. That's why you need everything to come together.
Mm-hmm. So y'all got
you have stats like what we were talking about. Well, Mike Davis, he was getting hit 2.2 yards within the line of scrimmage. That basically, as soon as he hit that 2 yard, that second yard, he was already getting contact.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things we talking about. And a lot of that had to do with the lack of spacing.
Mm-hmm.
There was no space. When you don't have space, that means their safeties are near the box. The linebackers are near the box. There's no space. So if you're getting hit within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, there's no space. There's a problem with that.
Right. So, yeah, like you said, it all goes hand in. At the end of the day, it all goes hand in hand. But if you're too like, here's the thing about, like I said, with numbers, if you're too reliant on numbers and not using your eyes, are you really judging a player fairly? Or are you just gonna judge them on the aspect that other people using different criterias? That's like saying, well, like I said, Mike is at 7K subscribers, but he got 15,000 videos.
Right.
With average of 1 view per video.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna look at that, he has 7,000 subscribers. But then the whole everything else is gonna say, well, damn, ain't nobody watching his shit.
Mm-hmm. That right there.
It's a whole
17,000. I got made 17,000 videos, but I only got 7,000 subscribers.
Right. So that's what I said. You gotta come up with better points. You gotta do better than that. So we're gonna go ahead and start winding it down for the night. Y'all actually kind of got a little demonstration gem tonight. I ain't think I was gonna do that, but I ended up doing it anyway. I gotta give y'all some homework tonight. So tonight's homework assignment for all the six. God damn it. Hold on. We gonna block this shit. We got spam bots in here. Satan, man, I rebuke you.
Boy, K-Styles getting, bro, he going up there, bro. When you start getting them damn bots, bro, you know you on your way for that.
But I be getting they slick now. Now they be putting bots that be coming in Spanish talking that shit like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, you don't get this goofy ass shit up out of here.
I definitely get those.
Everybody getting those right now. I'm like, dude, ain't no, bruh. There was and I need to check this shit out. But apparently, one of the videos that I do have, it's a bot that actually has my government commenting on my video. They said they heard the music. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to give our final thoughts tonight. And Mike, do you want it with music or without music?
I mean, you can throw that music on.
So we're going to give y'all the closing statements, and we're going to throw in a little bit of the DJ style on here. Hey.
Should I Milli Vanilli that thing? Lip sync?
Lip syncing to the beat is what you see. What you got. He saying a lot but saying nothing. What you got, Mad Mike? I don't see what you're saying, and I don't hear what you're saying. Hey.
Man, they need to start with that. I'm gonna say it like this, man. I can't even concentrate with this music, but all I see is fat ass.
Hold on, let me cut it off there, goddamn it, because I'm gonna do music with mine. Go ahead.
All I see is big ass just bouncing all over the place. Ass titties.
Oh, what that Chappelle's thing? Ass titties. Ass titties. Ass titties to the stop. This is the end of the show. We don't give a shit.
All right. I'm gonna say it like this, man. We always talk about the facts, the stats, and the truth about things. We never say it's just facts. That's the reason why we say facts. the stats and the truth. The facts of the matter is the film. The stats speak for itself, and the truth is that together. When you put those two together, that's when you get the truth. Because the film and the stats don't lie together. Right? So this is what we mean by the facts, the stats, and the truth. All right. So when we got guys and shows, when we got shows, man, good God. When we got shows that use just simply stats and they want to use PFF, yeah, I challenge them to sit down and watch tape and prove me with their 1,100 yards that this guy sucks. I dare you to prove me that Grady Jarrett sucks because he only got 2 sacks on the year. Prove to me with them stats that Grady Jarrett sucks because he got 2 sacks. See how just using stats alone is just a horrible way to judge a person in its entirety. It's like trying to judge T.O. for, being a loudmouth. Well, the motherfucker's a loudmouth Hall of Famer. We can't leave out the Hall of Fame. We can't leave out he's the second, I think he's second all time in receiving yards and touchdown. We want to leave that part off. We don't want to leave. We want to just say that Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, but y'all just want to ignore the fact that he's been in 3-4 damn scandals in his whole career. It goes hand in hand. So at the end of the day, we got to hold these content creators, Skip Bayless and everyone. We talk about content creators, we talk about everybody. We got to challenge all of their thoughts, all of their opinions, and just say, all right, why does a guy like Trey Young suck? Trey Young ain't been swept and damn near being swept in the damn Western Conference Final, Eastern Conference Final. Just ain't. That ain't Trey. Trey Young ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't labeled a GOAT coming out. Trey Young damn near do everything himself. He doesn't have that. So at the end of the day, you got to look at everything in its entirety, man. You can't just point at one thing and just say, all right, this guy sucks because he doesn't do this. That's the problem that we have. You cannot point at one particular person. This is why we've been huge Matt Ryan supporters for so many years, is because everybody wanted to just point the finger at Matt Ryan. Well, why didn't he just throw in another touchdown in the Super Bowl? But we forget the fact that the damn defense didn't stop shit. They gave up two-point conversions in the fourth quarter. We forget those types of stuff. So, again, we got to look at everything in its entirety. That, my friend, is the facts, the stats, and the truth. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. So, let's go ahead. We're going to close it like this right now. As the 6-man combo concludes tonight, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you continue to support 6-man K Styles on the road to 1K, as well as make sure you support all the Falcon content creators, the ones that still giving you the positivity. Feline Sports Podcast, Atlanta Falcon Nation, etc., etc. So as I give you this outro like this, I'm going to say one thing and one thing only. The bad guy era is still here. And if you don't like it, somebody want to say a few words for you. if you don't like it.
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
So until next time, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
Deuces.